Okay, we've all heard the word before, but what does linguicism actually mean? Linguicism, also called linguistic discrimination, was a term coined by Dr. Tove Skutnep-Kangas in the 1980s. She defines it as ideologies and structures used to legitimate, produce, and reproduce unequal division of power and resources between groups which are defined on the basis of language. It can also exist among and between speakers of the same language, when one dialect is privileged as a standard. Linguicism is to consider English, for example, as the language of the modern world in progress, while other languages are not suitable for literature, knowledge, or societal functions. Linguicism is to stigmatize, downgrade, or make a language invisible. Linguicism prevails because it is supported by what we call linguistic imperialism. Linguistic imperialism is the dominance asserted by the establishment and continuous reproduction of structural and cultural inequalities between English, for example, and other languages. Dr. Robert Phillipson states that the language choice a person makes is imposed externally, that is, it's not really a choice. Dr. Alan Davis, on the other hand, believes that people are independent beings, capable of choosing a language of their own interest. Dr. Edward Said warns us not to forget the history for the essentializations and nativisms that have the power to turn human beings against each other. He reminds us that the imperial legacy is complex and contradictory. We'll now move on to discuss how linguistic imperialism has manifested itself internationally.